Okay, this video is to celebrate the good things that are coming. While times may seem really tough now, they won't be this way always, and we have lots to look forward to. This video will be appropriate if you're expecting a child, but remember you're your own best teacher. So it could be used for prenatal, but great all around as well. You can see I've got some blocks set up there in the corner. At the end, we're going to do some sort of reclined restorative poses. And if you have a yoga bolster, you can take it and rest it so that you're nice and reclined and you won't be flat on your back. So we'll get to that. You can always use a stack of hardback books, something like that. So I have an extra block just for the practice. And I'm going to start sitting on a blanket. Get my hips up a little bit. You could sit on your bolster as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on some calming breath, and then we're going to go through a series of movements and poses that open up the hip joints and strengthen the lower body, maybe even some upper body stretching. Get that rib cage and shoulder girdle moving. And then we'll settle into a couple of restorative poses. So thanks for being here. So I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable. Just sitting up tall, feeling your spine nice and relaxed. If it bothers your knees to be cross-legged, you can sit with your legs out in front, just stretched out. So just feel your body weight really dropping onto the pelvis, the sitting bones. Feel yourself completely supported. Maybe leaning into the back side of your body a little bit and keeping your chin level. Take your shoulders up towards your ears and roll them backwards, and then slide your shoulder blades down toward your waist. So just that motion right there gives us a little more freedom in the rib cage to breathe. And just tune in to your inhales and your exhales, not doing anything in particular. And if there's a particular intention you'd like to set with the idea that good things are coming, perhaps it's some quality you'd like to cultivate around that thought, or maybe it's just some gratitude. Gratitude is always a good place to start. And once you've set your intention, let it go. So vibration and sound are a great way to calm the body. So we're just going to hum, like you're saying Om or Aum, but with your mouth closed. So inhale deeply, and exhale humming. So moving on your own breath, trying to keep it nice and even. And exhaling. So no judgment, maybe noticing the fluctuations, that's okay. And again. Take a couple of easy breaths. So we're going to move on to B breath. It's like a buzzing sound, but you could continue with that closed mouth humming Aum if you like. So we inhale deeply and literally make a buzzing sound with your tongue behind your teeth. may want to try that a couple times. Maybe one more. And again, just come back to your normal breathing. So if that's all the yoga you did today, you've done yourself a favor. Just tapping into that parasympathetic side of the nervous system, using vibration and sound to quiet the mind. So we're going to get moving a little bit. I'm going to turn sideways and stay on my blanket, or you could come off it. Just rest my hands behind me and then just windshield wiper your knees. So my feet are about mat width apart, keeping my chest lifted. So both internal and external rotation of the hip joints. And then just bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees open up. So now we're going to alternate external and internal rotation. Exhale, take your feet back out to the sides of the mat and gently fold your knees in. You'll feel that internal rotation in your hip joints. So not going all the way to your edge, just moving with the breath and feeling that rotation. Inhaling through the transition, exhaling to the pose. Maybe one more time, spine still long. Nice. And then come back to an easy seated position. So we're going to sit up tall and just do some dynamic twisting, exhaling to one side, inhale, get tall, and exhale to the other. So it's really above the waist and not too vigorous. One more time each side, just move with your breath. And come on back to neutral. Check in with your body. Already you might feel a little more open and flexible. And then we'll come to all fours. I'm going to make this the front of my mat today. So it's an easy cat-cow first. Spreading your fingers wide, pushing into the thumb side of your hands to protect the wrists. Maybe rock your hips, almost like you're walking on your knees a little bit. So even this swaying motion is a great way to calm yourself. And then come on back to neutral. And on an inhale, lift your tailbone, ripple up through the crown of the head. And exhale, hollow out. Couple more times. And then come on back to neutral. And right away, take one leg out behind you. Toes pointed down for now. See what it feels like to take the other hand and reach it toward your ankle. And then take it out to the side. And then take it forward. Strengthening all those back muscles. Exhaling, release. So opposite arm, right? Inhale the leg out to the side. Toes pointing down. Reach your fingertips toward that heel. Feel the length in your spine. Then take it out to the side. And then draw it forward. And gently release. Rock your hips from side to side again. All right, so then I'm going to get a hold of my block, use it for support, and come into a low lunge. All right, so you want to have some space between, down the middle of your mat, between your heel and your knee. If you get nice and forward on that, in that hip joint, you'll be more on the top of your knee and less on your kneecap. So again, when you're stretching, being careful not to go too deep, right? Just notice the sensations in your body. And then just curl your back toes under and see what it feels like to lift that knee. Just getting long and strong. And then float that knee down. On an inhale, just gently draw your hips up and back, draw your toes toward your knee. Easy hamstring stretch. Good. Coming onto both knees, take your arms up in the air. So we're going to just do an easy side bending. Turn sideways, you don't have to. So inhale, get really tall. Exhale to one side. Inhale, get tall. Exhale to the other. We can do that 2 more times. Just feeling the freedom in the rib cage. Opening in the shoulder. No tension in the neck or the jaw. Tune in and make sure the jaw is soft. Tongue just resting gently behind your bottom teeth, off the roof of the mouth. Come on back. So we'll go to the other side in that low lunge. Nice and easy. Feeling the length in the spine and the opening in the hip flexors. And then curl that back toe under maybe, and see if you can lift your knee. Think about engaging your inner thighs. Drawing your inner thighs toward the midline. Exhaling, gently release. And then lift up and back for that easy hamstring stretch. Good. Inhaling, bring your body weight back over that front leg so you can lift the back knee and scoot it forward. So we land in a little chair pose, Utkatasana, right? Inhaling, grab a hold of your block and come on to standing. So we're going to do those, do some easy Utkatasana squats with the block between our knees. Or they're actually above my knees, in my inner thigh, right? So great to keep strengthening inner thighs, outer thighs. Inhale deeply, and on exhale, sit down into your imaginary chair. Take your fingertips up. Good. Inhale, keep your arms up. This time we're going to exhale and draw your elbows down as you squat, opening the rib cage. Good. Inhale, come to standing. Hands by your sides, and exhale, fingertips up. Inhale, keep your arms where they are. Exhaling, squat again and open your chest. One more time. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling. And exhaling. And inhaling. And exhaling. And come on back to standing. Nice. So we've got those legs a little bit fired up. We're going to do one-legged balance. You can always lean against a wall or hold on to the wall or a chair. So come back to Tadasana. Feet right under the hips. Lift those toes. Spread them wide. Drop them down. You can feel your legs fully engaged. Nice and stable. And then shift into your right leg. Use your focal point, something that's not moving, and decide where you want to put your foot. Maybe it's on your calf. Maybe it's above the knee. And then let's take those elbows back, opening up. And then reach your arms out, palms facing forward or facing upward, ready to receive all the good that is coming. And exhaling. Come on back to Tadasana. Take a breath. Maybe even hum out your exhale. And then we'll go to the other side. Find your balance. And then open up. And release. Go ahead and walk it out. So we're going to take a triangle pose. I really like to do this leaning against the wall. So take a big wide straddle if you have a wall or a sofa that you could back up against. I'm going to soften my knees, turn my left toes out. All right, and then soften the knees again and tilt like I'm a little teapot. Hips. And the legs straighten and you firm up the quads and maybe rest your hand on your thigh or your shin, just no weight in the knee. Think about wrapping your pelvis under and lean back into the wall. Big stretch through these glute medius muscles, rib cage. Maybe gaze down at your big toe. Good, inhaling, come on back up to standing. Turn your toes in, take a breath. And then we'll go to the other side. Soften the knees. I'm a little teapot. Got the heel to arch alignment here, a few inches away from the wall. All right, I'm gonna lean back, decide where I wanna put my hand on my leg, and then open up. Maybe shift your gaze. Good, come on up to standing, turn those toes in. And heel toe your way in. Nice. Come on to the front of your mat. We're gonna just do 3 easy half forward folds. All right, so not going all the way down. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, soften the knees. Bring your hands to your hips and just reach the crown of the head out long. Do a little stretch in the back of the legs. And soften the knees and inhale, come on back up to standing. Exhale. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhaling, soften the knees, hands to the hips. Inhaling, reach the crown of the head out long. Exhaling, soften. Inhale, come on back to standing. One more time. Nice and easy, inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, soften. Inhaling, get long. Exhaling, soften. And inhale, come on back up to Tadasana. Again, checking in with your body, noticing how it feels. And then we're going to bring ourselves down to the mat. So inhaling, taking your fingertips up. Exhaling, gently diving forward. Maybe grabbing hold of that block. Taking one leg back. Take that knee down. And come back to all fours. Rock your hips from side to side. Again, recognizing that gentle swaying motion. Nice and calming. Good. And then we're going to come to seated. So I've got my block set up here so I can be in a somewhat reclined position for when we get there. And then we're going to practice a little alternate nostril breathing. So the way you do this is you're going to have your palm facing you and then fold 3 fingers in so that you have your pinky finger and your thumb relaxed, right? So you do this with your right hand, okay? I really can't mirror you, so that's why I'm sitting sideways. Sit up nice and tall. You're going to close off your right nostril. On an inhale, breathe in. Close off your left, release your right. You can see my thumb is free, and exhale through your right nostril. Keep your hands where they are. Inhale, breathe through the right. Use that thumb, close off the right, release the left. You can see my pinky's free, and exhale. Stay here. Inhale left. Switch, release the right, exhale right. Maybe close your eyes, inhale through the right. Switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Stay here we'll do 2 more rounds. Inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. When you finish your exhale, just release your hand, keep your eyes closed, and rest your hands, palms facing down on your thighs. And floating your eyes open, I'm going to back myself up to the bolster. And we're just going to do an easy supported twist. So taking my thigh parallel to the bolster, it's kind of like a supported child's pose. You can actually try child's pose with the bolster flat if you like. And then I'm just going to rest my rib cage and my ear right there. So you could keep your hands grounded. You could bring them down by your hips. Just allowing your body to settle, following your breath. Several more breaths here, seeing where you can let go and be fully supported. So we'll get ready to take that twist to the other side, bringing your hands back down to the ground. Pull your low belly in, using your arms to help push you up. Take a breath. So I'm going to switch, so that I don't have my back to you, I'm just going to switch and use the wall behind me. you could just turn to the other side. The easiest way to do it is just put your back to the bolster. So now I've got my hips on the other side. And I'm just going to settle in, slowly and gently, folding my ribs and my ear. Deciding where you want to put your hands. Once again, think about the jaw, relax the jaw. On an exhale, gently releasing, coming back up to seated. So we'll settle for a few more breaths. Perhaps you'd like to join me in repeating a few times, good things are coming. Sit up tall, close your eyes, lean into the back side of the body. Good things are coming. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good things are coming. 2 more times. Good things are coming. Good things are coming. On your next inhale, lengthen the spine one more time. Bring your hands to your heart center. Perhaps the eyes stay closed. Exhaling, bowing your head to your own heart for taking care of your body, for looking forward to what is to come, so that you can be your best for whatever that is and for those around you. The spirit in me honors the spirit in you. Namaste.